Thanks for that, especially. Now, our first music guest has worked with artists such as Black Coffee, Lira, Shimza, Nhlanhla Nciza, Culoe De Song. We should give you an indication of just how much he loves house or soul music. In 2016, he released his EP titled Back to Soul and has followed that with his debut album titled Back to Soul Experience. His name is SoulStar, and he joins me now to tell us more about the much anticipated debut album. A very good morning to you, Baba, and welcome to Morning Live.
I'm good, thanks for having me. How are you?
All is good, all is
Cool,
good. Thanks indeed for coming. Now, take us back to when you first fell in love with music. When was that?
I was about 13 years old.
Really?
Yeah, I was actually a naughty boy. So music saved my life. You know, I used to be naughty. So
how did it save your life? Saving your life from what?
Doing all those things that could have landed me in a bad space. You know, but a friend of a friend, family friend, his name is Sandy Mkwanazi, passed away. He actually discovered me, and I then started joining their group, which is Tatamia. That's where I started. Oh, you started with Tatamia. Yeah. And then when did you start venturing into house music? About 9 years ago. And then I started doing house music, and then I actually did Rock My World, the demo. Then I sent it to Black Coffee. Yeah. He loved it, and then we got into studio together, and we created a beautiful classic song, Rock My World. That's where it started for me. Oh, okay. It opened doors for me, yeah. And how did your fans or your music lovers respond to your album titled Back to Soul? They're loving it, man. Like now we have, because what I've done, I've produced only 3 songs, then I've worked with a lot of people. From DJ 40, Heavy K, the track we just performed, African Roots, Da Capo, Black Motion, Cuba, Venko. So just to have a diverse music influences in one album. So I don't like working alone. And I've actually picked that your music has got jazzy and house music, which is a killer combination. Yeah. I'm a very, like my name says, SoulStar. I'm a very soulful guy, and I love jazz. So house music is the simplest form of actually incorporating other genres. Well, simple to me, incorporating other genres. Yeah. And it's got live elements as well. Is that the way forward? Yeah. That's why when I perform, I'd like to add those. Okay. So now we're pushing the album. We're doing launches. Just to push the album, to get the album everywhere. Okay. Like I've got a launch at Capello on the 4th, which is next week, Capello Val. Okay. And I'm doing City Rains, I'm doing Township Glory, just to get the music to the people. Sure. Yeah. And which artists have you worked with on this album? It's DJ 40, it's mainly DJs. So it's DJ 40, Heavy K, I've worked with Mampincha as well, track number 2. Then it's Black Motion, it's Da Capo, it's Venko, it's Cuba, it's African Roots. Oh, okay. Yeah, and to me, my home girl. Right. Now the title Back to Soul Experience, what's the significance of that? Well, it's a Back to Soul, it's a trilogy. The EP was Back to Soul, so this one is Back to Soul Experience. Right. And then the third one is going to be Back to Soul, maybe, I don't know, Celebration, we'll see. And what's the inspiration behind the title? There's a track I did with Takabo called Bambelela. I actually lost my mom and my best friend about 2 years ago. Okay. So, and then, got into a writer's block, didn't write for the longest time. And then when I came back, I wrote Bambelela. So Back to Soul Experience simply means I had to go back to the original reason why I was doing music. Okay. And then that was the love of it. So I got back to that love of it. So I wanted people to experience my experiences on the album. I wrote all the songs. So inside out, outside in music. So the personal songs like Bambelela. Then the rest is just the relationships or So you basically own your music. You do everything, eh? I write all my music, but the music is mostly composed by the producers. By the producers, yeah. But I write, I write my music. Okay, take us through the highlights of working on this project. What are some of the lessons and the challenges that you've encountered along the way? Funny enough, it took me probably 3 weeks to finish the album. Get out of here. Yeah, because the timing was perfect. Because most of the people that I've worked with is people have featured on their album, so they had to return the favor anyway. But they were so busy schedules, those guys are busy. But it just happened that, within that 3 weeks, they are all available. So I went into their studios, we killed the vocals, they mixed it in 3 weeks, then it was done. So it was amazing. It was amazing. So where can you get hold of this album? Album is out on iTunes, all digital platforms, iTunes, Deezer, Tidal. It's available at Musica. People can go and buy it. You won't regret it. It's beautiful music, man.
Beautiful music, that I agree. Thank you so much for chatting to us this morning.
Pleasure, man.
All right, that is a singer, songwriter, and record producer SoulStar speaking to us about his much-anticipated Back to Soul Experience debut album. Now, the project is a fusion of soulful house music and Afro-pop and features artists such as Heavy K and